like they're doing right now.
What a tough shot. And cleaned up on the interior by Anderson Jr.
Anderson Jr. who went. I think possessions are important in this style.
Off the drive and kick. Rudd will fire. Can't hit the three. Offensive rebound. Anderson with an easy stick back.
Yeah, he's been pretty quiet, but he never seems to be unless they get a flat-out breakaway.
Here's Poland. The back end. Poland, that shot was with 19 on the shot clock. Oh, great effort inside by Anderson. California making its 17th NCAA tournament appearance. Lost to Duke back in 2010 in the round of 32, 68-53. Robertson works it inside. Great position by Ron Anderson. Now, this is a team that was consistently an afterthought in the Big East. They didn't come up in conversation. They couldn't compete. And here they are, putting together a terrific effort in the opening round of the NCAA tournament. A tournament where they had never won a game in school history.
Yeah, but with all that said, they did still finish fourth in that conference, which isn't too shabby.
He looks pretty good. Anderson.
The first field goal for Notre Dame in 9 minutes and 58 seconds.
He just had to loosen up his game. I know he can stroke that baby.
Yet they only trail by 2. That's amazing.
They're covering Collins much better. Nice pass.
By Robertson to Anderson Jr.
The top of the standings like they have in recent years, but they certainly have the substance, the depth, does the Big East this year.
Again, West Virginia is going under the Collins ball screen. I think USF's going to have to adjust there.
There's Collins. He can operate in small spaces, and so can Ron Anderson Jr. His first 2 of the game.
But the left side of your screen, Gary Brown. So USF screens for him. Now here's how you relieve pressure. Big man screen.
15 to shoot. Now 10 to shoot. 5 on the shot clock. Anderson Jr. puts it up and knocks it home.
Are you kidding me?
He's got 7.
Bulls have played 29 games, 25 times. They've held the opposition to 30 points or less by halftime. Right now it's 18-17, so looks like number 26 is coming up here tonight. That's an amazing number. 26 times. This time it goes for Anderson Jr. with the left hand. 17-11. Hey, Bob, how about this? I understand the overall record thing. Let's say the Bulls finish in the top 5 of the Big East. And I know the NCAA says it doesn't matter what conference you play in. It looks strange finishing in the top 5 in this conference and not dancing, huh?
Well, it just depends on what your schedule is. Nobody plays an even schedule anymore. You know, I mean, you don't play everybody twice, so they have been a victim of circumstance. You know, the 2 Pittsburgh wins, the 2 Villanova wins. They haven't played anybody top tier at home this year. Whole thing in this game, controlling tempo.
So Collins and Anderson back out there for the Bulls with 10 on the shot clock.
Trish in the game, he can shoot.
Anderson right at Mello. Gets it off the window.
Notice how he pushed. That takes up some room in the paint. Pinkston's development as a scorer has really been a very positive trait for Villanova in the last couple of weeks. 3 double-doubles. You mentioned in the Providence game, 28 and 14. That's big stuff.
A little slip to the goal, and banking it home is Ron Anderson. Nice foul by Blake Nash. Behind. Well, obviously, it was a push from behind by James Bell, but the officials gave him some latitude in saying that it wasn't excessive.
Let's mark down 14:05 in this game and see if that's a momentum changer. Now a 6-point lead because of that play.
Did you think that was excessive?
No, I thought it was, no, I mean, he pushed him from behind, but he certainly wasn't trying to harm him in my mind.
Poland, nice find underneath for the lay-in by Ron Anderson, and that...
Can't dial that one in.
Good defense by South Florida so far. Long and athletic and not overplaying, but really strong and hard on the basketball.
Collins, they're laying off of him. Anderson Jr. inside.
Collins has 4 assists, no turnovers. Only 3 turnovers in the game so far, despite the aggression we've seen. So, pretty good stuff. Look at this. This guy has eyes everywhere. He knows.
Martin wide open with his jumper, holding against the rebound. Looking up to Anderson Jr. and he lays it in.
2-3 and go to a man. They'll stay in a 2-3 zone, but they've got to do a better job of boxing out. South Florida all over the offensive glass.
Anderson Jr. can't get it to go. Gets his own rebound and puts it in. If at first you don't succeed.
How about that? Poland can't bury it. Offensive rebound on the putback for Gilchrist won't go. That's Anderson. Got it in the foul.
Shots they want. They're not getting them with the kind of rhythm that they need.
And there's another offensive rebound. Anderson Jr. the putback.
Rutgers has developed a little depth now at that position because of Randall's ability to play now. He and Johnson can play together.
There's Gilchrist in the high post.
Rutgers is small. Dane Miller's the 4-man right now.
Anderson feeling it with the left hand.
Same exact. Rutgers is showing it. A lot of misses on their first attempt. 5 guys on the offensive glass.
Skip pass. Nice look to Anderson. Converting. 13 now for Eli Carter. Back to a 2-point game. Anderson's been hot, and he continues.
And Rutgers took care of them. Tough.
Fisher missed it. Batted out by Noriega to Crater. Nice pass underneath to Anderson. Count the bucket and a chance for a 3-point play for Rutgers.
To get the big guys some easy looks where they don't have to post up and make phenomenal moves every time to get a bucket.
There's an inside feed. And Anderson Jr. with the left hand.
From beyond the arc, he shoots 46% from three-point land, and he's been in a mini slump. 3 for 11 only the last couple games, but Ashton Gibbs could really shoot the basketball.
His first bucket tonight. 7:40 to play, first half. Here's Fitzpatrick. Gilchrist leading the way thus far for South Florida. He has 8 points. Crater sees a lane, takes it in. Anderson the dunk.
If I had 17 in the first half, that would have been in the air.
Box out positioning and the size advantage, and Ron Anderson.
Games where they had 6 and 7 and 8 threes. Not so much today.
Yeah, just 4 for 19. They took 30 attempts last week against Villanova, hitting 13. Even in that loss to St. John's, they knocked down 7. And what have they been averaging? Almost 9, right, over the last...
It's been a big part of their offense, but not today. Give South Florida credit.
Ron Anderson Jr. now with 8 points, so if he can climb in a double.
For the young man who began his career at Ohio State, a native of Flint, kicks it out. Another effort from Fitzpatrick. That one won't go. Anderson Jr. sends in the rebound.
Well, that games between those two.
One of those games too that Duke is happy to schedule as well. A great Duke alumni
sure, yeah.
base in
It's
the
a
New
home
York
game
area. So again, Duke, Carolina tonight at 9 on ESPN. Be very interesting to see the reaction that Harrison Barnes gets in Durham tonight.
Look at the matchup. Vanderbilt down low against Augustus Gilchrist. That's a size mismatch.
Anderson Jr. with just 3 seconds left on the shot clock.
You can bet most of that talk was not about X's and O's. It was about coming out and playing strong and playing with that heart that this Marquette team normally plays with. But Again, they came out flat, surprising.
Strong take by Ron Anderson Jr., the transfer from Kansas.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Anderson Jr. Nice move underneath by Ron Anderson Jr. That's his first field goal of the game. He has 2.
Different look coming out of the half.
Shot clock at 8. Grader, a deep 3. Now 0 for 7 from three-point land, but there's Ron Anderson Jr. for the flush.
Them off the court to bond, and that type of stuff translates when you're in tight games, when you're on the road.
Boy, he's quick. Poland with it. Now they'll go inside to Ron Anderson Jr. out of Maryland. Elevates and gets it to fall.
Chris calling him the most talented post player in the Big East, saying he wasn't. I'm not saying he's the best post player, but he's got the most talent of any big man in this conference.
Prater got himself some space and a chance at a three-point play. Ron Anderson.
Drop, and Gilchrist rebounds.
I think one thing that's very important for USF tonight is if they make VCU's ball club make shots. You don't want to allow them to get a lot of dribble penetration, and that's a perfect example on that last possession by Rodriguez.
Anderson turns to the baseline. His shot up and in.
I surely hope that the statistician saw it the same way that you did.
Gilchrist helps on the inbound and gets it right back to Prater. Prater's playing 31 minutes per game before his injury to lead the club. Poland on the curl. Nice find inside. Ron Anderson on the right-hand reverse. From the elbow. Another offensive rebound for Anderson. Back up and in. 2 timeouts now for each team. Both programs in the bonus as we get underway in the second half, and Ron Anderson Jr. absolutely stole that tip-off.
It's not a rebound, but it should count as one on the stat sheet.
He has a dozen of those. And the Bulls get the first possession. Prater left open, left wing. He'll opt for Poland. Into the post, Anderson, a great catch, an even better finish, and a free throw on the way.